So many good gyms too. It's constantly new gyms.
Jack Congdon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now for our 11th fight of the night. In my red corner, weighing in at 170 pounds, representing Citadel MMA, with a record of 1-1, representing Boston, Massachusetts, Steve Foley. In my blue corner, weighing in at 170 pounds, representing Lakeville MMA, with an undefeated record of 3-0, from Lakeville, Massachusetts, Jack Congdon. Our referee for this fight will be Bobby Wambacher.
All right, Jack Congdon in the all black, and Steve Foley in the red trunks. Get this title fight. So this is 5 3-minute rounds here for the title.
Touch your gloves and we're off.
Foley right in on that clinch. I like it. Wise.
Closing distance immediately.
Congdon, though, very strong man.
Yeah, Foley knows where he has to. Oh, nice lateral.
Ooh, checked on the arms. That didn't feel good. Foley having fun in there.
Nice knee. Goes to the body. I'd like to see them set those kicks up.
Yeah. Foley looking for the clinch early.
Gets that underhook, very nice.
Jack doing a great job defending, keeping those hips away.
Yep, and Jack consistently pinning Foley against the cage when they link up.
Right. Oh, Foley on the break.
With a nice right hand.
Oh. Nice job weaving those shots.
Congdon's got such big power.
He's very patient too, you can tell. Ooh, just misses that.
Really missing, and a smile out of Foley.
He's embracing the madness, I like it.
Oh,
mixing it up in there.
Oh, Foley, little check hook
yeah,
though.
Foley's tagging him. Oh, there's a
great level
leg.
change.
Beautiful
Jack.
stuff.
Tough to wrestle that man. He is strong. You can see it.
Awesome defense.
He's just a big muscle.
Oh, there's a low blow.
Delicate embrace of the ref right there.
Totally accidental. Happens, like we said earlier, and those tight clinches, sometimes it's hard.
Steve's really working hard, trying to get to that clinch and looking to finish with that takedown, but Jack's ability to just shut down his hips.
Yeah. And Jack's being really cautious with the takedowns. You know, Steve, obviously, you don't want a black belt taking you down and getting on top of you.
Of course.
So
it's a bad position to be in.
Definitely very mindful of that.
And you know what? Steve really mixed it up, too. He went for that clinch and came up and threw some shots of his own.
Oh, big right hand. Foley's hurt. Oh, that's going to be it.
That's it.
Steve Foley gets dropped with a huge right hand. Jack Congdon follows it up with some ground and pound. And that's going to be all she wrote for the title.
Steve right up to his feet. Glad to see he's okay.
Yeah. I think Steve thought it was a little early, but he took a huge right hand. It was devastating.
And at the amateur level, that's not what it's about.
Exactly.
Jack putting a stamp on it.
Definitely.
I mean, this kid's the real deal.
100%. Yeah, it's exciting to see what will be next for him.
Yeah, like who's going to step up and challenge this guy? Jack Congdon will walk away tonight, the amateur welterweight champion. 4 fights, 4 finishes.
There's a piston of a right hand right there.
Oh, yeah.
Foley
And our
too. It'll be
new
exciting to see what Foley does
welterweight
next.
champion by knockout, Jack Congdon.
There it is, the sign we've all. Very seasoned pro corner there.
Yeah, it definitely comes from a really good gym. John Duma, one of my training partners, absolute savage boxer and grappler. So, you know, they got really good guys around him, so should be a good fight.
Athleticism off the charts with this gentleman, being a high-level gymnast, cheerleader, turned martial artist. He brings a very interesting package into the cage.
Yeah, I would love to see how that, you know, that body strength and controlling your own body.
He's about to walk out and face him in the cage in Jack Congdon. Both of these guys have yet to see a judge's scorecard in their mixed martial arts career.
Yeah, the champion, Jack Congdon, is a product of Lakeville MMA, a gym that I started off my MMA career at, trained my whole amateur career out of there. I know MMA guys can always bring it no matter what. They are fighters. They're their essence of fighters. So I'm really excited to see Jack Congdon get in there and use his different style that you generally see. He kind of has a karate style. So I'm super excited to see him go out there and use that. And he's a freak athlete as well, man. I've been training with this kid since he's 12. He is strong. He's been tapping adults since he's 12 years old.
Yeah, we've seen him submit in there. We've seen him knock people out in there. The full package of a mixed martial artist is Jack Congdon.
Lifetime martial artist as well. So this is kind of an interesting matchup. You got a guy who, you know, kind of found martial arts later on, has athleticism. Then you have a kid who's a lifetime martial artist and has been doing this, you know. So this is very, very interesting. Excited to see what the outcome in this fight's going to be.
Love the Black Sabbath walkout too. Be remiss. Here's the tail of tape for this amateur welterweight championship bout. You do this.
Oh, tail of tape right here we got Shane Dillehay, 27 years old, and Jack Congdon, 25-year-old. We have a height advantage with Jack Congdon. He's 6'2", and I guess 5'10", Shane. So, yeah, you have to get the reach, got the length on the guy. But Jack has a 4-inch reach, and MMA and striking guys, 4 inches is a lot. So, yeah, he's definitely going to have the big length.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to kick this main card off. And this fight is for the Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Championship, scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner, holding an amateur mixed martial arts record of 2 victories and 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, and he weighed in at 170 pounds. From Providence, Rhode Island, he's representing Triforce. Let's hear it for the challenger, Shane, the Silverback Dillehay. And now, introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding a perfect amateur mixed martial arts record of 4 victories and no defeats. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, and he weighed in at 169 1/2 pounds. From Lakeville MMA, he's representing Lakeville, Massachusetts. Let's hear it for the reigning, defending Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Champion. Let's hear it for gentleman Jack Congdon.
What a nickname. Love it. Love it.
I'm so glad.
And when the action begins, our referee for this amateur welterweight championship fight is Marcel Varela.
Beautiful work. Beautiful. He accepted it, embraced it. He loved it.
I didn't know if he was going for the fist bump there or not, so it's like
You always got to be ready.
I am an attempt up against the cage, but as you were saying, off the break, he just has that elasticity to throw that karate-style kick off the break, and that transitions into a great scramble here.
Right, amazing.
Now we know Jack's got ground and pound.
He's got neck.
Great jiu-jitsu. Jack Congdon is, like I said, he's been training jiu-jitsu since he's a kid, so...
Dillehay trying to sit in and
pulls the guard.
That was good head control.
Jack's got to watch out for the arm bars from this position, but it looks like he's passive to side control and looking good right now.
Hammer fist to the body. Dillehay shrimping back into half guard here. Got to get that left on the hook.
Amateurs is hard in this position. You can't throw down the elbow, so you really got to make a lot of space to throw down those punches. But it looks like he's doing it. He's doing that, going ahead and creating space and throwing down punches.
Those were thudding body shots.
Yes.
Those reverberate.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how he finished Bobby Homer, who was sitting here earlier. Those were shots to the body.
We call that money in the bank. You just throw a whole bunch of those, and then by the end of the fight, this gets tender and tender and tender, and it's hard to deal with.
Those shots do add up, but Dillehay seeming to stay just kind of poised here to try to not take too much damage to the face. Congdon sneaks one in there.
I like this control of Jack, staying on top, beating down the body. He's not trying to advance his half guard he has here. He likes to stay in there and throw down punches. MMA, you don't necessarily need to pass the side mount. Sometimes you lose the position when you do that. So I like to see what he's doing here. He's staying in side mount, beating him up.
Sitting
First
on that
round,
leg.
he's got five rounds of what? He's got to watch out for that leg. Maybe possible for a heel hook or a knee bar. But Jack's pretty strong, and he's going to be comfortable in this jiu-jitsu.
Good punches.
Oh, but a nice knee bar attempt there, but Congdon able to slide out. And that's the danger of going for leg locks.
Ooh, yeah, it's very much dangerous in MMA. Leg locks are great.
Big shots.
In jiu-jitsu, but leg locks are great in jiu-jitsu, but sometimes going for that, you have a situation like this where you end up losing position and getting beat up.
And you're in an awkward position here where you don't have your half guard retained.
Yep.
But Congdon is able to kind of shield Dillahay's right leg over him.
Brutal.
That's it.
And it's it. That is it. Jack Congdon. It was an absolute beautiful.
And what you were saying,
tonight.
he was patient with it. He wasn't executing that ground and pound with any kind of overstated urgency like someone who is not used to getting out of the first round.
Absolutely.
Patient, economic. He waited till he could solidify a very advantageous position, kind of like that reverse half guard that he had there, where the left leg of Dillehay was shielded across his body, so he couldn't use his hips into play to escape the bad position he was in. And that's when Congdon decided to put more oomph in the strikes and work strategically to another beautiful first round finish to retain the welterweight championship.
What I saw in there was somebody who was staying calm and relaxed, took his time on the ground, did not panic one bit. Even when the guy and his opponent almost had him in the knee bar, he stayed calm, did the right thing, laid down some punch. Some people freak out and they try to spaz out of the position, and that's what gets you caught even more. Jack did not do that. He stayed calm, laid down some punch. I'm excited to see these guys fight professional pretty soon.
Absolutely.
You can see a welt on Dillahay's leg from the one leg kick that landed.
Amazing job, buddy. So proud of you. Good job.
Outstanding fight. Congdon proven to be the best at 170 around in the amateur ranks.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep the noise going for these two. Referee Marcel Varela has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 55 seconds of round number 1. Giving you your winner by TKO and still the Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Champion, gentleman, Jack Congdon. Ladies and gentlemen, our final amateur mixed martial arts fight of the evening is brought to you by Pear Tree. And immediately following this fight, we will be taking an intermission. Make sure to go grab some refreshments. Grab yourself a 42nd Parallel or Second Wind Brewing beer, Cage Titan official beer. And now it is time for these two undefeated welterweight Cage Titans to compete for the vacant Amateur Cage Titans Welterweight Championship, scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner, holding an undefeated amateur mixed martial arts record of 2 victories and no defeats. He stands 6 feet tall, and he weighed in at 170 pounds. From Laconia, New Hampshire, by way of Lima, Peru, he's representing Lakes Region, Valley Tudo. Make some noise for Ozzy Martin! And now, introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, also undefeated with a record of 3 victories and no defeats. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, and he weighed in at 169 pounds. From Rochester, New Hampshire, he's representing Nostos. Let's hear it for Brody, the American Psycho, McDougal. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this amateur welterweight championship bout is Tommy Santana.
Ice cold water in the veins of both of these undefeated prospects.
Man, I can't wait for this.
The air is electric, but they seem so unfazed. As you said, ice cold, ready to go.
Ozzy not taking his eyeballs off of McDougal right now.
Insanity in there. I got chills and goosebumps. American flag trunks for Brody McDougal, black trunks for Ozzy Toro Martin. 5 3-minute rounds of which to work. Head kick early for Toro.
Good bouncing movement.
And good shell from Ozzy, because you know that accuracy and counter timing are pivotal in the game. Look at that step back, just missing from Brody McDougal.
Yeah, they're gonna have to find their range as he does.
Really disciplined hand position from Martin right now.
Ooh, he looked like he kicked the point of that elbow there.
I like how McDougal's setting up that big rear roundhouse kick with the jabs, going to that angle into the right side there.
I like the way that McDougal's bouncing in and out and kind of like using the back step while pumping his long range and using his skills as a rangier fighter pretty well so far.
Big leg kick from Brody. Does a 360 there off the miss.
Ozzy's been very precise with his distance and his defense so far. Big shots from McDougal thrown, but a lot of them are coming just short of Ozzy Martin.
A little bit of a low blow there as they both threw a kick at the same time, unintentional.
We're seeing those feints that Valdino was asking for a lot from Ozzy Martin, especially.
You know what? The more high level you get into these AMI fights and the pros, you know what I mean? They're going to start utilizing those feints, which I love to see. Nice short little right hand from Ozzy as McDougal answers with a big combo.
I mean, McDougal's eating a couple of these clean on the chin.
Yeah, Ozzy's very accurate right now with these strikes. His are finding their home.
Listen, I'm sure they both have great chins, but if they keep throwing like these in these heavy exchanges, I don't know if we're going to see another round.
There is not a single speck of telegraph from the punches of Ozzy Martin. I'm seeing him
Thunderous switch kick.
He's beating McDougall to the punch with his jab, it looked like. A couple of those left hands were just winning.
As you say, they fire straight, they come clean, really disciplined hand position, always back to the face afterwards.
That right hand was so short. Came right from the chamber. McDougal's landing a lot, but Ozzy is certainly, when he's firing his counters, he's beating McDougall to the punch.
I'm seeing, well, that one came in clean. I'm seeing a lot of McDougall's strikes landing on the gloves.
Yeah.
I mean, they hurt through them for sure.
Of course.
But,
Ozzy says, come on with the hand gesture.
But Ozzy's defense has been very, very sharp.
I'm just impressed with how unfazed McDougall is when some of these punches land. A nice flurry, nice knee to the solar plexus, landed flush.
That knee didn't feel good.
Nope, that was clean. Right in the breadbasket.
I like the long jabs from Brody.
Ooh. They're both kicking at the same time, too. High-level stuff in these amateur welterweights.
These guys are like smooth, smooth, smooth. As soon as leather's getting thrown, man, it's a hurricane in there.
Yep. Yeah, both of them kind of throwing at the same time. Nice right. I mean, McDougall's got a chin and a half. He's just not even batting an eye, and some of these are landing so clean.
Big snap kick.
Ozzy's chin holding up too. He's blocking him, but just sitting there stoic, taking shins and knuckles right to the face.
Ozzy's taking these shots really well, as McDougall. Huge power shots from both guys.
You know, it's funny because I feel like Ozzy Martin's wearing it a little worse on the face, but he was the one landing the cleaner strikes. Yeah. That says a lot for the power of McDougall right there.
I have to agree, because there were just a few times there that it was clear. You could feel the impact through the headset, the right hand and the jab of Ozzy Toro Martin just winning the battle of timing. We got some replays coming right now. You get to see maybe the accuracy here of Ozzy Martin. Some of those left hands and right hands. Like right hand right there. No telegraph, just right to the chin. And McDougall firing back. See what it is here. Nice jab, just beats him to the punch. McDougall coming in with the flurry.
The other thing about Ozzy Martin's style is that he's accurate, yes, but so disciplined with his hands, and that's what's allowing him to survive these power blitzes from McDougall.
Yeah, 100%. Ozzy's throwing big exchanges, but he covers right up with that tight shell for McDougall's big power shots coming back. So these guys are both so high-level amateurs. This is a great title fight we have here.
Yeah, both guys wearing it. Both guys. The Vaseline. You dropped the Vaseline there. All right, there. Got it.
Nothing good happens when you drop the Vaseline.
Don't do it. Yeah, that's a really captivating round right there. I'm not gonna lie, that was some intense stuff. Both guys landed some real crisp shots and just good push kick.
Oh, yeah. There's been a lot of hype for this, but this is exceeding the hype so far.
Look at that, and they're both unfazed.
As soon as McDougall starts landing all of his shots, he kind of like lowers that guard a little bit, and Ozzy finds it as he drops Ozzy.
Yep, beautiful
the
uppercut.
Power, he blasts right through it. Ozzy's been defending, but he's wearing it through. He's been more accurate, but McDougall just is a sledgehammer.
Ozzy might have just hurt McDougall there. He just backed up.
He took one on the chin at that uppercut, though.
Yeah, he did, and put him on his knee for a split second. Definitely a knockdown for McDougall, no question about it. High edge on the scorecard if the judges caught that correctly, and I hope they did. Because that's you don't get a standing 8 count in MMA, and that's something that no matter what, if you get hit and you lose your feet, that's a 10-8 in any other striking sport. So should be McDougall with a huge edge unless Ozzy comes away with something big here. Nice liver kick.
That was flush. That was flush.
I saw the grimace.
Something to note really quick before we see another high exchange here is Ozzy's last fight. The guy was landing and landing, and he was patient with the counterpunch, and he put him down. And that's exactly what Ozzy's doing here as well.
100%. And I was going to make note of that, as I just said about pertinence of that knockdown.
Well, right behind the ear with the hook is Brody. He's got him on the fence. He's hurt.
But look at Ozzy. He found a right hand, maintaining the respect that he has from McDougall there, because he's shelling so well and his punches travel so short a distance. He's still landing even when he's hurt and backing up. It's very impressive to watch, even though McDougall's putting on a clinic right now.
The power of McDougall, because even though Ozzy is guarding most of it, McDougall's going right through with the force of it.
And even the timing of that inside leg kick won the speed battle and put McDougall off balance, but nice head kick from
big
see
counter.
What I mean?
That's where Ozzy's dangerous, is when Brody's unloading, he will hit a counter shot in between his strikes. And as much as I love these jabs and stuff, Brody's finding success because Ozzy has that tight shell. He's looping around. Oh my God.
Flurries, guy's landing. Jeez.
Ozzy's got some blood on the face here.
Woo. And look at the blitz from Ozzy there.
Where I would have given Ozzy the first round for the accuracy, in this round, McDougall, despite being less accurate, is just so powerful. He is battering his opponent.
Oh, 2 knockdowns, no question, it's McDougall, no
Martin
question.
is still in this for sure, but he is
almost
wobbling.
3 knockdowns.
Oh! The jumping teep!
Man, Ozzy Martin is a dog, man.
It's the pressure, and he's found his distance perfectly with Brody. Ozzy just smiled at him.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
Wow! What a round!
Oh my God!
Holy smokes! Brody McDougal had Ozzy on his butt twice in that round, had him on Queer Street, laid it in, was landing vicious flurries, but then Ozzy with the bomb out of nowhere to close it out. Still McDougal's round unless you're on some really strong crack. But what a fight! Everybody's on cracks and more in this building now.
It was insane.
Yeah.
As soon as we thought this was going to be a clear 10-8 for Brody,
I think that huge flurry by the end is what makes us a 10-9 instead.
Exactly, there's no question about it. Such a devastating shot. But both guys were like inches away. Last 10 seconds are getting replayed right now. We saw those knockdowns all through the round for McDougall. But watch this, McDougall getting in his groove. Right hand, left hook, and then Ozzy, no telegraph. Right hand over the top, wins the exchange, and a left hand following up. Puts McDougall on baby gazelle legs at the end. What a round. Johnny Cupcakes through 6 minutes.
Toro, the way that he came alive at the very end there, that was like inhuman. McDougall is having his best success when he's breaking the rhythm and he's changing his timing. But the way that Ozzy is staying tight and countering, and any moment this fight could go his way.
This is just an absolutely insane matchup here.
I can't believe these guys are amateurs.
That's what I'm saying. Brody has so much success with his combination punching, but he needs to be strict about getting his hands back, because that's where Ozzy finds his success.
Ozzy Martin throwing the kicks now. Nice check hook.
We've been complimenting Martin's short strikes, but one thing I am starting to notice is the range of Brody McDougal is letting him land from further away.
Ooh, that's a really nice right hook from McDougall.
Every exchange is heavy.
I feel like I got CT just watching this.
Something I was going to say in the last round is maybe Ozzy should be first. Change it up, give Brody something to respect instead of just marching forward.
I think they're right about that, because waiting to counter, that's where he's taken the most damage, is waiting to counter.
He's getting rocked, he's getting dropped.
Yeah, and he's had success when he sets up his blitzes, but he runs into punches coming in when he does.
Actually, as you just said, though, I think he is, even though he's leading with feints, he is initiating these exchanges, or was for a moment.
I think that's a good adjustment.
Let's see if he can keep it going, because he's...
Big right hand over the top after that head kick from Brody.
These guys are just built different.
These chins, man.
Yes. Nice left hand. Good job switching stances throughout the fight from McDougall. He's backing up nicely and going back orthodox, having fun in southpaw right now. Good head movement. He's starting to come away this round, and Ozzy Martin's face starting to pulp up something righteous.
Yeah, he looks like he is almost blind in one eye. It's so close.
If I were Brody, get some high-level IQ here and keep attacking that eye.
Yeah, and I think to your point, Martin has to pick it up, because the longer this goes on, the more his eye will be closed and the worse he's going to be. His countering ability will go down. So he needs to start leading soon before he's blind in that eye, if he isn't already. Which, oh my God, holy hematoma, Batman.
Well, they might take a look at that eye right now, seeing as it's an amateur fight.
Yep.
Swelling up pretty good, but it looks like it's on the top of the eyebrow. Oh, maybe it might be a broken orbital. That's looking pretty gnarly.
That thing ain't no joke.
Gonna get a close listen to Dr. Peter Warner here. Got blood on the booth. Everybody's booing. They want this fight to go. Ozzy wants this fight to go. He's guessing the right numbers. He can count.
All right, looks like they're going. He can see. He can count.
Show goes
He can
on.
fight.
Let's go. I got blood on my paper in front of me. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get blood on your suit. Don't worry. And, oh, nice left hook on the exchange.
Ooh, a little
Ozzy
weave
Martin.
under the hook.
Yeah, but he definitely needs to up the volume. He's getting pieced up this round. It's been all Brody.
Just as you say that, 3 in a row.
That's 3 in a
for
row.
Ozzy Martin.
Big jab there, but Brody's still firing with some pop, and he's landed 3 right there in that 5-piece combo. That one might have gone low, but Ozzy, I just think he doesn't care. He's on autopilot, an autopilot of just death right now. Just
One of
war.
the problems, though, is that, as Valdina said, he's been looking only for counters, but it's letting McDougall lead, and even if Ozzy lands some counters, he's taking damage because of McDougall's power and is going to be behind on the scorecards.
Round comes to a close.
Wow, 3 rounds in the books, 2 to go. We've had a doctor intervention with the swelling eye of Ozzy Martin, but going into the championship round, something that neither of these gentlemen are familiar with. Let's see what they're made of, because we know what they're made of after the 3 rounds that they've already put on. This has been an absolute instant classic. Let's check these replays out. Great job by our whole team in the truck.
Yeah, this fight has lived up to every bit of the hype. Big
Exceeded
hooks
the hype.
from Brody. And Ozzy hits a big right hook, gets Brody on the cage. Big kick after the combo from Brody, doubling it up.
I got blood on my phone, I got blood on my shirt, I got blood on my papers.
Look at that weave under the hook of Brody for the counter from Ozzy. High level Amy's here.
I got blood on my face, I got blood on my head. I got blood on my head, right? Yeah, they blood on me. It is what it is. It's one of those nights.
It's a
I got
bloody
a
night.
little on my jacket.
I'm not showering. I don't care. Souvenir. War paint.
Let the blood pour. Talking to the doc again.
Well, they got to make sure it's an amateur fight, but
Brody anxious to get this round started.
the doctor has time. If the doctor's in there, the doctor can take more time. Corner cannot.
And we have some championship rounds.
Championship rounds
Oh,
here.
baby.
Blood in the broadcast booth. These 2 amateurs undefeated, throwing everything on the line for gold. Brody McDougal, Ozzy Martin, instant classic.
Martin has to lead like that. He has to initiate because he cannot just keep taking these shots looking for the counter.
Wow, man!
Ozzy Martin's face is a pulped mess, but he's still throwing and eating still.
Brody's finding so much success with that little short uppercut between the guard.
Brody's starting to come away with the volume in these rounds, though. He might be up significantly.
He is up 2 rounds for sure.
Has to be.
I love that body. Brody's been investing into the body kicks from round 1, too.
Brody's pace looking good. Ozzy definitely not as up with the volume, but still has dangerous power in all of his shots.
For sure.
The tricky part, though, is that Brody's proven he can damage through the guard. So it's really tough because even though Ozzy's got great counters, he's taking so much damage right now.
Big head kick from Ozzy.
Well, already win, lose, or draw. This is such a tremendous experience for Ozzy Martin at only 20 years old, going through a fight like this, knowing what you're made of, to be hurt as bad as you are and still be this deep in the fight, still competitive, still dangerous. The sky is the limit. And Brody McDougal showing that he is ready to make that jump to the professional debut because he doesn't look like he's slowed down a bit, and he's finally overcome some significant adversity in a fight.
Yeah, both of them look incredible.
I haven't seen a single deep breath from Brody this whole fight.
That's a dangerous man who can throw with that much power and volume for round after round without tiring.
And as much as I'm a fan of this style, back and forth, slanging and banging, we haven't seen it hit the ground once.
That one went low. Sportsmanship and class. They're both 1 for 1. It happens. Great job on Brody McDougal's part, holding off, throwing any follow-up strikes. Always classy. Both men, gentlemen and scholars, like I said before the fight, tremendous amount of respect for
Doctor's
each other.
coming back in.
Oh, you got to take a look.
eternal lull in the action.
And
I don't think Ozzy Martin wants this fight to stop.
I don't think he does. It's unfortunate about the low blow because I feel like they used that. The reason he came in was because of the pause.
Brody McDougal gets it done after an insane fight from both sides.
And Ozzy's not happy with it, but this is an amateur fight. You learned all the lessons you can probably possibly learn in a fight like this. Through 4 rounds, you know what you're made of, you know what you're capable of. First loss, ton of success, an instant classic one way or the other, but we have a new champion at welterweight, and his name is Brody McDougal, and he put on an absolute clinic and overcame some really bad spots as we're going to some replays here to capsize this amateur title fight.
Yeah, Brody doing a good job, just starting every combination with a long jab or some big hooks, to be honest, but it always ends in a big combo with a big power shot at the end.
Yeah, and he's so dangerous because of that power. Even when you block it, you take damage, which was what happened a lot of the time. Though he did, as that added up, start to land cleaner and cleaner, which was even more bad news for Ozzy Martin's face.
Ozzy Martin definitely proved it.
I'm fucking him, baby. I'm fucking him.
Brody McDougal just came over and told us, that he is him.
Brody McDougal, I guess you are him, man. Damn. As much as the fans wanted to see another, round and a half there to get into the full, 5 rounds, Emmy fight, he had a lot of damage on his head, did Ozzy. So, I understand. I think Brody should definitely stand proud after that performance. And Ozzy shouldn't hang his head either because, you know what? Ozzy landed a ton. Here's Andy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was an instant classic, if I don't say so myself. Keep the noise going for these two. Referee Tommy Santana has called a stop to this contest at the discretion of our ringside physician at 1 minute 44 seconds of round number 4. Giving you your winner and new Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Champion, Brody, the American Psycho, McDougall.
So much emotion coming from Brody after a big win there. Just a war.
That was one of the best fights I've seen in my life. That was incredible.
Man, being front row for this? Whew.
Unfortunately, I did end up getting a little bit of blood on my jacket, but I'm a stain removal pro. It'll be fine.
I don't know if I got any blood on me. I hope I did, honestly.
Well, thankfully, the pattern of your shirt, oh, yeah, a little on the shoulder, maybe?
Interviewing both of them, John. I'm here with Ozzy Martin. My friend, how does it feel to be the future of MMA in this area? That was an incredible fight, one of the best title fights we've seen. The toughness, the accuracy, and technique that you showed was inspiring. Talk to this building.
Yo, I would have kept going, but fuck it, shit happens. I'm still young, I don't give a fuck. Brody was the man tonight. I don't give a fuck. I'll be back, you know it. Remember my name, what's up? I'll be back, you know it.
Plymouth Memorial Hall looks forward to your return. Amazing stuff, bro. And I'm here with your winner, Brody McDougal, my friend. Dude, how do you look so damn handsome after such a war like that?
I ain't surprised, motherfuckers!
Dude, your striking and your angles were incredible. Your power was off the charts. Shout out to your striking coaches and whatnot. Let me hear, who helped you look this good tonight?
Yeah, man, shout out No Stealth MMA, #1, baby. We're packed in this house right now. I know everybody's up there in that 3rd row. Give me some fucking noise. Devin Powell, Kyle Hill, Nick Miles, man, the list goes on in that gym, but they all gotta be ready, and make no mistake, everybody in our gym is a fucking killer. You step in this cage across from us, something's going down.
I feel like we've been talking about this title for a long time.
What is next now? Are you just going prone, or are you going to defend this thing?
What do y'all think? They can stop the American Psycho to start getting fucking paid? Let's find something, Mike. Let's make some money, baby. Dana, I'm also coming. Keep that eye out. It's early, but I'm fucking taking off.
The future of the pro welterweight ranks. I'm looking forward to it. Brody McDougal, your winner and new champion. Let's take a short intermission break.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick reminder that immediately following this event, the official Cage Titans after party is being held at Tavern on the Wharf across the street from the back of the building we are all currently in. And this final fight of the amateur section will be having a brief intermission at the finish of this fight, brought to you by Second Wind Brewery, the official beer sponsor and brewer of the Fight Night IPA for Cage Titans. And they are sponsoring this final amateur fight of the evening for the vacant amateur welterweight championship, scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner, holding an amateur mixed martial arts record of 3 victories and 2 defeats. He stands 6 feet tall, and he weighed in at 167 pounds. From New Haven, Connecticut, he's representing FAA Connecticut. Make some noise for Colin Godson Johnson. And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding an amateur mixed martial arts record of 2 victories and 1 defeat. He stands 6 feet tall, and he weighed in at 169 pounds. From Laconia, New Hampshire, he's representing Lakes Region, Valley Tudo, and Nostos. Make some noise for Ozzy Toro Martin. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this amateur title fight is Chris Burke.
Hi, it's Colin Johnson with the great tight shorts, Ozzy Martin with the black with the logo shorts. Whoa, these guys have not
I'm tripping over myself.
separated their eye contact.
No, they've been staring at each other the whole time.
My goodness, and this title fight clock is brought to you by JYM Supplements, official sponsor of Spectation Sports and Cage Titans.
Hey, one thing to note, I didn't know that Devin Powell was actually going to corner Ozzy as well. That's awesome.
I love it.
Ooh.
Nice right hand from Colin.
Yep, there's a big 1-2 after that counter.
Great low kicks to start for Ozzy.
Yeah, I like the measured pace that he's giving here.
Short, sharp shots in the phone booth here for both of these guys.
And we talked about the experience factor for Colin Johnson, where he has 5 fights opposed to Ozzy's 3 here. But at the same time, it's an experience factor of Ozzy's back-to-back title fights at Cage Titans. He's done this before, and it's not many times you get a second chance like that.
That's right. Great low kicks. He's really landing those low kicks.
Good circular motion, trying to find an angle.
Great job with the catch there from Colin, trying to time a counter off of that next time.
Yep, Ozzy's doing a good job of slipping that knee out, though.
Ozzy going stance to stance, too, switching.
Trying to find that right hand.
Colin's got to be careful leaning back that far. But so far, good head movement, staying out of range of Ozzy's power.
Yeah, he is just getting out of the way with those lean backs, but
Real slick with the movement is Colin Johnson.
Those kicks are adding up.
And he's throwing them low, too.
yeah, it might not look like much, but they will add up. Ooh, I like how he's level changing, going to the body there.
It's always good when you get a double fist bump fight. Ooh, nice right hand from Ozzy. These guys are throwing down already. Nice right hand from Colin Johnson.
Both guys mixing up their targets well. Head, body, leg.
Ozzy definitely more patient in this fight than his last fight he was in for the title.
For sure. How about that atmosphere when Ozzy was getting called out, huh? This place went bonkers.
Yeah, it went nuts. Connecticut versus New Hampshire residents here in Massachusetts. New England MMA is truly a large community. Nice. That check hook from Cullen landed nice, but still that right hand from Ozzy found a home over the top.
Ooh, Ozzy's starting to try to time that low kick with a right hand up top. That was thunderous.
Good right hand again from Johnson. Right hand straight down the pipe. No meat or potatoes on it, just straight shot. Cullen's doing a great job just dropping those hands in there. Not winding up, not nothing. Ozzy doing a lot of pressure in though this round.
Great first round, very technical. Both guys finding their range towards the end there. I think we're going to start seeing the shots landed pick up a little bit in these next couple rounds. Cullen Johnson kept investing with those low kicks. Ozzy's starting to find that range with that right hand when Andy was calling out how Cullen Johnson's leaning back. Ozzy's starting to step in a little bit more to find that range to get that right hand landing.
Ozzy having good cage control too. He's dictating that pace. He's backing up Cullen the whole time.
No stool needed for Ozzy. Cullen now stand, did I say that?
Yeah, not much of a feeling out process. Both guys respecting each other, but neither guy really putting too much risk into an attack with the amount of respect that they have for each other in this game.
For sure, they know what's on the line here.
Nice left hand from Ozzy. The stepping through with the stance switch, just like you said last round. He caught him on the end of that left hand after he stepped through and went southpaw. Great adjustment made in between rounds.
Great spinning back kick, right to the body.
I like that Ozzy's mixing up all of his strikes.
Very
Whether it's
diverse.
hands, kicks. Now he's coming up the middle with his kicks.
Ozzy. Oof.
That right hand's starting to really land.
And Cullen's eating it well and firing back.
Big knee up the middle.
I'd like to see Cullen put a little more pressure on Ozzy here.
For sure, he's got to get his respect.
Yep.
Doubling up that lead leg. And the answers, I like it. Mirroring each other a little bit.
Tit for tat.
Oof. Johnny Cupcakes, about a minute into the second round of this title fight. How are you seeing this heat up? Ooh.
Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Ozzy's looking fantastic. Both guys looking great. I love the way Ozzy's going to the legs. He's putting water in the basement. He's probably over double-digit low kicks right now. Both guys reaching a little bit for these punches because I think that they respect each other's power. I'd like to see them keep their feet under them, get inside, and land that power.
Great insight as always, Johnny Cupcakes Campbell. Yeah, these guys are doing quite the dance around the cage. Big head kick has Cullen Johnson on wobbly legs and a right hand stiffens him up again.
He's got a little bit of gazelle legs going on here. That was flush.
Ozzy staying composed, not rushing in,
Going
being
to the
smart about
body.
it. Cullen Johnson looking for that check hook again.
Oh, he's landing. Everything's landing.
Beautiful awareness of where he needs to be striking. He was so patient. He's not trying to force anything. That was really, really impressive on Ozzy's part.
And great recovery from Cullen Johnson.
Great recovery.
Cullen seems like he's taking
nice
it
left
well.
hook. Oh, right
Big
hand
right
for
hand
Cullen.
out of Johnson.
Hey, we learned that Ozzy Martin's got a chin in his last fight that's holding up still tonight because that was money from Cullen Johnson.
Oh, man. Yep, these rounds, the strikes are going to land. Here we go. Let's go.
Something just landed over here. That was blood on your commentator sound right there.
nice.
Look at that. That's some snotty blood right there.
Oh!
Referee Chris Burke taking a close look here.
This could be it.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
And the great stoppage.
Wiggly on his feet.
Unreal.
Yeah,
power from
Johnson's on
Ozzy
business.
Toro Martin. This place is
Going
deafening right
crazy.
now. And I gotta say, that was a great stoppage from Chris Burke. The legs had been shot once, twice, third time, and he was just on a path of taking a couple more big bombs from Ozzy Martin. And for an amateur fight, that was great, but a tremendously technical fight. There was 2 rounds that it took from both of these guys. The experience of both of these amateurs showcased proves the point of why these are the best fights you could possibly watch. These amateur title fights. Not quite as much at stake as a professional fight, but also everything on the line as you transition from experience level to the next stage, and you see stuff like this.
Yeah.
I almost swore right there. I was just so hyped up. But
Really impressive on Ozzy Martin's part. He was patient. He picked all of his strikes. He knew when to go, where to land, and he was able to finally get that finish.
One thing I'm always going to be impressed with is mid-round adjustments. Like first round, they're trying to find the range. Ozzy wasn't quite landing that right hand like as he wanted to. Second round comes, he's starting to land it. Then he makes the adjustments of not just landing it and separating. Let's land it and throw a couple more to land as well. The combination punches is what put this man away.
Yeah.
Way to work.
Yeah, way to work.
what a fight. Colin Johnson, keep that head up. He'll be back. He showed a lot of promise right there and a lot of toughness staying until the very end. But Ozzy Martin, congrats to the new champ. I'll make it official.
What a card.
Yeah,
card's
so far
unbelievable.
so great. Great composure from every fighter that's been out here tonight. Really, really good. And for Ozzy to come back after losing the title in his last, fight, to come and get it back, so good. Must feel so good for him too.
Fighter to the core. Love it.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that for a title fight? What a way to close out the undercard. Referee Chris Burke has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 21 seconds of round number 2. Giving you your winner by TKO and new Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Champion, Ozzy Toro Martin.
So good.
A reminder, brief intermission. Make sure you get your Fight Night IPA and lightweight lagers at all the concession stands. And we'll see you back here for the main card and the professional portion.
Ozzy Martin must be on cloud 9 right now. And I got to give a shout to his fight shirts here. Simply the toughest.
I love that. That's awesome.
Love the redemption.
Yeah, what a way to finish off the amateur card.
Wow.
I mean, when you win Ozzy Martin.
Ozzy, we got a glimpse of the future here tonight. Tell me what's going through your mind right now.
I'm just so blessed to be here and being able to fight. First and foremost, thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ and God Almighty above. Without him, nothing is possible. Second of all the help that I got from the crew over at Nostos Mixed Martial Arts. Devin Powell, give him my hand. Everyone, please. Thank you for allowing me in your gym and training with such beasts you have. And thank you so much to my coach and mentor, Taylor Mears. He is an absolute stud. Kickboxer, absolute mastermind genius. They both called for the combinations to end this fight. I know I hit hard. I knew I could hurt him. It's a shame that he didn't go flatline, but he's a good guy. I like him a lot. Much respect to Colin Johnson and his team over at FAA. And lastly, Tyler King, Daniel Mola in here, the crowd tonight too, helping me with my jiu-jitsu, just everything, just in case I needed it tonight. But you know me, I like to brawl, baby. I like to stand up and fight. Yes, sir. Yeah. Everyone over at Brazilian Top Team as well, and BST Jiu-Jitsu over in Peabody. Thank you guys so much for everything. And thank you, Cage Titans and Mike Polvier, for everything. And I'm just so blessed to be here tonight and finally be a champion, baby. Come on now. Make some noise.
Great fucking work. When you got him hurt, you swarmed, but you were patient about it. How did it feel? What were you thinking in that moment when you cracked him and you went for the finish there?
Well, you know, I'm an aggressive fighter. When I smell blood, you know, I don't wait. I knew I hurt him a few times before, but I didn't want to empty the tank just in case. You know, he wanted to go to the full 5. And, you know, like, I was in the best shape of my life. That's why I was unloading so much. Like, you know, I was not stressed about tiring out, you know. I got that cardio on deck, son. I can go all night long, all night long. And, you know, just as soon as I saw his eyes, I knew he was out of there. And I just had to put the finishing touches on his chin. But, you know, tough guy, he was still standing, you know. I wanted him to go to the floor and so I could smash his face in. But, you know, he was standing up tall, and, you know, much respect to him again. No disrespect to him as a person. It's just as a fighter in here, I'm trying to take your life. So it's kill or be killed.
My man, I know that we here at Cage Titans are honored to watch you fight every time. The amount of skill and grit that you've displayed in here is almost unmatched, and we're all looking forward to seeing what's next for you. Any names that you have that you'd like to see in front of you next?
You know, I don't do names, man. You know, who's next is all I got to say. Who's next? Who wants it? Because, you know, you only saw 2 rounds of the new and improved Ozzy Martin. You know, I got my cut right. I'm cutting now. I'm bigger, swoller. So, you know, I ain't coming in here no skinny boy no more. Thanks, shout out Devin Powell for hooking me up with that rehydration process. Because, you know, I was big tonight. And just moving forward, I'm going to be bigger. I'm going to hit harder. I'm going to move faster. I'm going to be a dangerous motherfucker. So watch out, everyone. I'm coming for you.
You heard it here. Who's next at 170 for Ozzy Martin? I don't think there's going to be a long list of guys, but I wish you luck. Good training. Your winner, Ozzy Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this final amateur fight is brought to you by JYM Supplements. And this fight is for the Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Championship, scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner, holding an amateur mixed martial arts record of 2 victories and no defeats. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and he weighed in at 169 pounds. From Mansfield, Massachusetts, he's representing BTT Taunton. Let's hear it for the challenger, Jayden Curley. And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding an amateur mixed martial arts record of 3 victories and 1 defeat. He stands 6 feet tall, and he weighed in at 169 pounds. From Laconia, New Hampshire, he's representing Nostos. Let's hear it for the reigning, defending Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Champion, Ozzy Toro Martin.
Ozzy looks nasty too, man.
Kevin McDougall, our referee for this championship bout.
Fighters to the center. All right, gentlemen, this is 5 rounds under the unified rules of mixed martial arts with the amateur edition. So we went over those in the back. I want a good fight. If you don't have any questions, feel free to touch gloves now. Best of luck. Come out fighting.
Man, the intensity is crazy. I'm nervous right now.
Next level intensity.
We got the longer black trunks for Jay Curley with the white, and then we've got the shorter black trunks with Nostos on the side for Ozzy Martin. Ozzy Martin with the blue tape around the gloves, red tape around the gloves for Jay Curley.
Jay's mean mugging him. Another high kick from Ozzy.
Yeah, Ozzy switching stances early, kicking.
With the leg kick, Jayden Curley comes forward with the right hand.
Right hand just missed for Ozzy. Jay,
Question mark kick. Jay ate it.
Toes to the face.
Level change. Jay is strong, gets in right away.
Yeah, that second entry was all he needed to clasp the hips and score the 2.
Once he gets in on you, once he makes contact. Only 30 seconds into the fight, but Ozzy's back to his feet very quickly. But now he's felt the strength. Big knee. Low blow.
Went low, grazed the cup. Oh, this crowd's just getting riled.
What is Giannetti and Barrett going to be like if this is like this? Oh my goodness.
We knew it was going to be a crazy night. I'm not mad at it at all. Ozzy with 5 minutes or more with which to recover if he needs to.
He's good to go. Right back into the action. Now they both felt each other. Let's see if they make any adjustments on the fly here. No uppercuts, big combo.
Ozzy on the end of that combo.
Oh, Jay tagged him with that right hand.
Ozzy might be hurt. That might have been a legit knockdown.
Yep. Oh!
That was a legit
right
knockdown.
Jayden's on the leg. Oh, tries a lat drop. He gets it, but Ozzy's on a knee.
Right on
head
the neck.
control here. Oh! You gotta watch that knee to the head.
Knee to the chest. That was legal. That was right to the chest.
Very close.
Ooh. That was a big shot for Ozzy Martin.
Both of them landed.
Man, back and forth. Now they're maybe recovering here for a moment.
Big right hands landed from both of them.
Back to the open.
Good knee by Ozzy.
They both took detours onto Queer Street there.
Jayden looking for a trip. Oh, swelling under the left eye of Jayden. Right back in the fight, though.
I like the angles that Ozzy's taking.
Yeah.
He's just gliding off of an angle, not pulling the trigger every time, but giving Jayden something to think about.
To the body this time.
Jayden chin down now, noticeably.
Yep, now he respects the power. They both hurt each other.
Oh,
front kick to the chin.
Oh my God, no! He's hurt!
He's hurt so bad. Whoa, what?
What?
Whoa!
That's a mistake by the ref.
He stopped it to put the mouthpiece in. Okay. I mean, usually you get a second to break in the action. Ozzy had him really hurt, and that gave Jay a second to recover.
I love the angles of Ozzy, the way he's switching stances, angling, beautiful.
And that right hook, the check hook that he leaned back with, caught better the exchange there. Ozzy's hands are looking crisp.
Yeah, he's looking very comfortable right now.
Yeah, Curley's got to be careful not to switch stances when he's in front of Ozzy. But in on attempt here.
Good job with the Wizard to get the underhook, but a good single to the treetop.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
This could win him the round. These sorts of things are big. They both knocked each other down.
Yeah, a lot of canceling out.
Man, that mouthpiece coming out and the ref stopping in was a big moment, though.
I really do think so, and I gotta say that a mouthpiece falling out doesn't mean a stop in the action.
Right.
If he didn't stop the action, Ozzy might have been one punch away from putting him away. So
it's the amateurs too, right? You don't want to see anybody lose teeth, but
true.
You don't do that in a pro fight for sure. But I mean, crazy round. And we're going to see the adjustments that both guys make here. Both guys had great moments. Jay able to secure a couple of takedowns. Ozzy able to get back up. Ozzy having some success with his kicks. And Jay landing some mean punches too. Both knocked each other down.
Look at that head kick. He turns into it. But look at these right hands that they exchange here. Both of them knocking each other down. Right hand to the ear. Maybe more of a trip there. So it might not have been a knockdown after the second look. But that one right there stunned the legs. He was out on his feet for a split second off of that. And then that front kick, he was wobbled off of that. Look at him shine away. His legs are underneath him. Big round for Ozzy Martin after watching those replays. But you see Jay Curley earning the respect with the right hand, and you see Ozzy earning the respect with his get-ups off the wrestling. What a mother effing round. Miguel, you back with us? We fixed those issues out. I think so.
Man, what a great first round. Jayden has to keep him down on the ground. Ozzy's got to keep it on the feet, plain and simple. Let's go.
Plain and simple. Well, that's the game plan. Jay has had success on the feet too, though. Oh, that high kick. Oh, he caught it. Nice drive. Nice hips by Ozzy. Oh,
I was going to say, Jay's looking like he's biting on these feints that Ozzy's setting up.
No, great head movement. Curley has like Velcro on his hands. When he gets a hold of your leg, he just has it.
Yep.
He doesn't let go. Ozzy Toro Martin playing the part of the Matador there a short while ago.
Curley's got to see those leg kicks. If the fight goes long, that's going to play in.
Heavy kick.
Level change. Got to put something in front of it.
Ozzy
there we go.
Looking real confident in the pocket.
Ozzy's taking his time.
Good liver kick from Jay Curley.
Boy, ducks it, takes the back. Smooth. Hands are locked. Ozzy's fighting it. Looks like he might have broken the grip. Yep. Jay takes it back. 2-on-1. Looking to get that trip.
Man,
nice takedown.
Those trips are brilliant.
The wrestling is just so high level.
Good job getting that frame in there with the butterflies from Ozzy. You can tell he did his homework.
Yeah, good way to recover. Still in a tough position with his head up against the fence here. But because the butterflies, Jay can't really explode into him. Wow, right back on top of him. Relentless. Halfway through round 2. Slaps from the bottom from Ozzy. You gotta love that.
Curley might be trying to just kind of steal some of these minutes here.
Yep.
Stay on top.
It's tough because he can't tee off when Ozzy has those butterfly hooks in. Ooh, big knee.
Good left hand.
Off the break. Brilliant.
Ooh.
Woo, baby.
Ozzy landed better there. They both slipped and ripped on the right hand.
What a fight. Oh,
Jay got the better of that one.
Yep. Oh, tagging with the jab too.
Ozzy's
Jay is having success. Yep. Yeah. Oh, he thought about it a little too much with that leg kick. Goes inside now.
Jay switching up the southpaw. Can we see a shot?
Boy.
I was going to say he looked labored in that entrance. Tough to do against this counter striker like Ozzy.
Yep. Just touching him. Making him think about how he enters. And that, Jay didn't have anything in front of that, but he still pins him into the wall.
Yeah, going into this, I think this might be the longest fight of Jay Curley's career so far, and Ozzy's looking way fresher. Look at that, stuffing that takedown, big kick on the break.
Yep, Jay's tired.
Good kick to the body.
20 seconds.
What a shot! Wow! Ozzy Toro Martin with the liver shot, follow-up, beautiful striking display, and still, Jay Curley gave him all he could handle in the wrestling with the power, but no, it was the timing, the slip, and that dig to the body was nasty. You just saw Jay Curley fold. Nobody could take a liver shot like that. And then the follow-up, just so crisp. What a fight between both of these warriors. You saw everything in there. And you know Jay Curley's going to be back, but that was just crisp timing of striking, waited for a little bit of labored movement, and he went in for the kill. Look at this. Whoop. Slip and rip. One more. Just perfect. Duck to the left. Shovel hook right to the liver.
Reminiscent of Mitch Raposa and Justin Valentin.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. And it just shuts the body down. Beautiful shot. Jay Curley, so tough, but just that's a kill shot, that liver. Beautiful fight from both of these guys.
Wow.
Yeah, man, both showed a lot. Very impressive for Ozzy to be able to get back up off of Jayden's takedowns. And Jayden showed a ton of improvements in his striking game too. And we said it earlier, but you know, he was only 2-0 coming in here. You know, went and tested himself, and this was a banger of a fight. And
yeah, he's going to learn a lot from this.
And it'll be crazy to see what's Ozzy going to do next. You know, is he going to stay and defend? He's still very young. Could he go pro? We'll see what happens. Insane fight.
That was absolutely wild. We couldn't ask for more on this history-making Cage Titans event.
Oh, yeah. Right, we're only done with the amateurs now.
I know. I know, we've already seen so much tonight.
Keep it going for these two, ladies and gentlemen. What a war to cap off the amateur part of Cage Titans 66. Referee Kevin McDougall has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 2, giving you your winner by TKO, and still the Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Champion, Ozzy Toro Martin.
Yeah, man, Ozzy showed a lot of improvements even from his last fight, too. Slipping, countering, great takedown D, as we already mentioned. Future is bright. Only 21, and already had so many high-level fights.
It's intense in here sometimes when these crowds get rowdy as the lovely Morgan and Lexi get us ready for round one of this amateur title fight with the Coops Bar and Grill tail to tail.
All right, both young men at prime age for this welterweight title fight. Gavin O'Connell, 26, Curley, 24. O'Connell, 2 inches taller, 3 inches in reach. Both men under the 170-pound hard limit for the title fight. This one's going to be a banger.
Let's go! I can't wait for this one.
This next fight is brought to you by 42nd Brew, and our final amateur fight of the night is for the vacant Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Championship, scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, with an amateur record of 4-2. He stands 6 foot 1 inch tall, and he weighed in at 169 pounds. From Dover, Massachusetts, he's representing Mohawk Martial Arts. Let's hear it for Gavin O'Connell. And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner with an amateur record of 2-1. He stands 5 foot 11 inches tall, and he weighed in at 169 pounds. From Mansfield, Massachusetts, he's representing Hook and Roll. Let's hear it for Jay Curley. Our referee in charge, Marcel Varela. Fighters to the middle.
Gentlemen, please protect yourself at all time. Obey my commands at all time. Okay, touch him up. Let's have a great fight.
These two want it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go.
No, it's intense. We were just talking about the stoicism of Gavin O'Connell. He was chirping in that face-off in there. He's ready for war.
Was he? I missed it. Was he?
Yeah, he was. Jay Curley in the green, Gavin O'Connell in the maroon. He might have been saying good things, but he was tense, whatever he was saying. Chirping and ready for war for the vacant welterweight strap. Both guys tried, tested veterans of the game.
Open stance.
Oh, big shots out of Curley right off the bat.
Right at him.
Rolls with him nicely, does O'Connell.
Oh!
He's out.
Oh! My goodness! Jayden Curley thunders round 1 KO within the first 20 seconds of the fight.
And the follow-up shots were elementary. Marcel Varela couldn't have got in there faster, but still the finishing instinct on Jay Curley after planting Gavin O'Connell, whose legs are moving. He looks like he's gaining consciousness slowly. Doctors are on him. Oh, he's still snoring. He's out good.
One-shot power from Jayden Curley. Oh, my God.
Oh, Gavin O'Connell is still hurt bad.
And Curley was finding success right off the bat with his hands. He was sporting the opposite stance, hitting him with the rear hand overhands. And man, as soon as he got into big punch range after those kicks, he just connected so flush.
Man, and Curley known as a wrestler, but, you know, this will cement him as a dangerous and scary striker, too. I mean, if you get caught clean with one of his punches, yeah, just game over right away.
Yeah, he was out before he hit the ground, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to follow up. A couple of them landing flush. Devastating knockout. And Gavin O'Connell up to the butt. He's at least conscious. Both ringside physicians attending to him, monitoring him closely. Safety first before anybody gets out into the cage. The doctor's going to tend to Gavin O'Connell.
Yeah, man, as crazy a sport as this is, man, it's you definitely want to make sure that both guys recover properly.
Oh, he's got blood coming from his ear.
Yep.
That's how hard that shot from Curley was.
Now look at this left hand again on the replay, and then the right to follow. That was the early exchange. But then the one later in the fight that really finished it.
Curley did a good job of defending all those kicks.
Oh, right hand on the temple, out stiff. And Gavin O'Connell back to his feet, and the crowd erupts as the opponents share a respectful embrace. I mean, that's the sport that we play right there. Gavin O'Connell getting escorted to the back room immediately.
I hope he recovers properly, man, and gets all the attention he needs, as I know he will. But to not end on a sour note here, Jayden Curley is your new amateur 170-pound champion, and he looked dominant doing it against the 6-fight veteran in Gavin O'Connell. This place is just so loud right now. When I say I can't hear anything outside of my own voice, I mean it.
Yeah, that was a statement from Curley. I don't think there's any reason for him to stick around in the amateur ranks. He might want to, but
yeah, maybe
I don't know who would fight him.
Cage time, but
you know, he looks ready to go pro and to rise up those ranks, which I think he could do very quickly. That was a statement.
Keep it going for both of these guys. Make sure Gavin O'Connell can hear you in the back. Referee Marcel Varela has called a stop to this fight at 18 seconds of round number 1. Giving you your winner and new Cage Titans welterweight champion by knockout, Jay Curley.
I know that belt's got to feel good around his waist after coming up short against Ozzy Martin in his prior fight. Congratulations, Jayden Curley, man. That's redemption for you.
Yeah, had a legendary war against Martin. Comes back a year later looking very dangerous. And claims the belt for himself. Insane performance. Insane power.
Yeah, he definitely brings an insane crowd with him. And they're gonna all go home very happy with the newly crowned champion, Jay Curley, with a violent knockout.
What a way to start off the main card.
Yeah. About as dynamic as it gets. And that caps it for the amateur fights for Cage Titans 72. Wait, getting an interview, never mind. Well, ambulance is taken.
I'm here with your winner and new Cage Titans welterweight champion, Jayden Curley. Holy shit, man. What a performance. How does it feel?
Mike, I'll tell you, it's been a long way since last year, you know. I mean, I went, you know, this past year I've dealt with a lot of loss and stuff, you know, like a lot of stuff that I had to overcome. And I'm back, and, you know, this is the product of, you know, never giving up. I'll never give up, Mike.
Nah, man. Leading up to this fight, you were telling me all the, you know, the stuff that was coming into your life, coming in with a chip on your shoulder. But listen, man, this crowd loves you. How does it feel to have this kind of support?
Means everything to me, Mike.
Go ahead, come on. That's all you're gonna give him? Give him some love.
Let's go, Mansfield. Hey, Roger boys. Mansfield, let's go. What's up? I'm the champ now, baby. Let's go.
All right. Dude, this crowd is jacked up. All right, well, damn. I guess he's eating. All right, so listen, man, just how great does it feel to be here? You're done with your college career, full focus on MMA. You know, what's going through your head? And maybe give us some insight on what's next, if you have any thoughts.
I don't want to give, you know, too many secrets out right now, but basically, you know, that wasn't much, Mike. We worked for a couple months, me and Pete, on that striking. We really dialed it in. So, like, looking forward, people can look out for that striking.
You know, absolutely. You made my job so difficult because after such a stud wrestling career in college, it was already hard to match you. And it was, he's just a wrestler, he can't strike. I don't know if I can say that anymore. What's your message to all the welterweights in New England?
I'll challenge any single one of you. I don't care who you are. Any amateur welterweight in New England, let's get it in here. I don't care who it is. Let's get it.
Well, it's been a pleasure, my man. Congratulations, and new Cage Titans welterweight champion, Jayden Curley.
And we're going on to our final amateur title fight of the night, a championship belt that you once held. Mr. Jack Congdon, Emilio Marquez, undefeated, Nick Treckup, Pablo Colorado, by way of Las Cruces, New Mexico, never tasted defeat to take on the dominant Jay Curley, who has established a dominant game and big power, every 170-pounder in this crowd. Definitely in favor of it right now.
Absolutely right. The chants are already going, and it's just started. It gets insane in here when Curley walks out. But it is going to be very interesting to see, you know, how the guy handles this, and just to see how exactly he matches up with Curley, right? Who is a problem wrestling, is a problem in the striking, but. You know, we've got a challenger here in Emilio Marquez, who is 5-0, and let's see his finish right here.
He's got knockouts, he's got submissions, he's been through the fire representing the Slaughterhouse, as well as Ultimate Performance, teammate of professional flyweight champion Isaiah Torres. I've heard nothing but great things and remarkable things about this kid.
Yeah, right, great team. You know, Torres obviously the champ, so you know he's working with great guys. And he's got a diversity of finishes. He's got 2 KOs by strikes, and he's got an anaconda choke as well. So he is dangerous if this fight hits the mats.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and is yet to taste defeat, so absolutely brimming with confidence right now. And Jay Curley, coming off his last outing, it should be brimming with just as much confidence. Putting Gavin O'Connell away like that with one shot, as devastating as that was, gotta imagine he's confident that he can knock anyone out, just like he's confident that no one can beat him right now. So, right, highly competitive fight on paper that gets to unfold in person before our eyes right now. As there goes the decibel meter as Jay Curley to walk out. Absolute tank of a welterweight, a true specimen of this weight class. Jay Curley is as densely built for a welterweight as I've ever met. He's got that wrestling pedigree that has been nothing but dominant. His own loss coming by way of Ozzy Martin, who's an undefeated professional now. So he's been in a competitive fight with the best of the best.
Yeah, like you said, absolute tank. You know, the kid's all muscle. To wrestle him is like wrestling a rock. You know, it's not going to be a productive undertaking, right? Now, he's also got the danger of that one-punch knockout power that everything he throws can put the lights out bad, right? So you're in trouble in a couple of regards when you're going up against Jayden Curley. You gotta watch that power, and you gotta be mindful of the wrestling, right? So it's a very dangerous combination, and he's shown that danger in his finishes of all his previous opponents.
And he's got the crowd behind him too, that's for sure.
And there's an undoubtable ferocity he brings together to the table. He's got that wrestling drive, that competitive spirit, and it truly manifests in a demonic form when he takes the cage. Always excited to see Jay Curley scrap. And Emilio Marquez, the undefeated challenger ahead of him, is exactly the fight he needs at this stage right now. Nobody's clamoring to fight Jay Curley, especially when you witness the finishes he's at. Marquez not shaken whatsoever.
Right, whether he's ragdolling guys wrestling or knocking guys out, it's explosive. But here we go, tail of the type to amateur welterweight title fight. Both young guys, Jay Curley, you're younger at 25. Curley 4 inches taller at 6 foot even. Marquez weighed in well under the championship limit at 167, and Curley will also have a fort reach advantage. Off to Andy. Let's kick this thing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick reminder that the official Cage Titan 74 after party will be taking place at Tavern on the Wharf, directly across the street in the back of the building. We are all currently in. Make sure you come through, grab a beer with your favorite fighter of tonight's event. And now, our next fight, brought to you by Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer. And now it is time for our final amateur fight of the night, as this is for the Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Championship, scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner, this undefeated amateur mixed martial artist holds a record of 5 victories and no defeats. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in at 167 pounds. From Pueblo, Colorado, by way of Las Cruces, New Mexico, he's representing Ultimate Performance and Slaughterhouse. Let's hear it for the challenger, Emilio the Menace Marquez. And now, introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding an amateur mixed martial arts record of 3-1. He stands 6 feet tall, and he weighed in at 170 pounds. From Mansfield, Massachusetts, he's representing Hook and Roll and Marcelli Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Make some noise for the reigning, defending Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Champion, Jay Curley.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to your Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Championship bout. We run over the rules in the back. I expect a good, clean, fair fight. When I say stop, you stop. Any questions, Red? Any questions, Blue? Come out fight.
Our referee for our final amateur title fight, Tommy Santana.
I'm excited for this one. We got Marquez in the blue and white. We got Curley in the black with the silver trim. This is an exciting fight. Both these guys, explosive. I mean, 170 pounds, and we got the title on the line. Here we go.
We've got 2 guys with Wolverine eyes in there right now. Dead focus.
Oh, big
and
shot.
A chin shown by Marquez early.
I wouldn't be playing that game, though.
Ooh.
It's a dangerous game to play, but
no
big
time.
shots. Curley's throwing
No
bombs.
time wasted.
Oh, God. He is
just
winging.
No fear from Marquez, though.
None from Curley either. He hopped into that high kick, and now he's got double underhooks. Oh, nice ankle pick.
Secured the takedown.
That was really smooth to go from tripping up the leg right to that ankle pick.
Yeah, when you got a big, strong guy like that on top of you early in the fight, but he makes his way back up. Throws a head kick right away. Marquez is very composed.
Yep.
Ooh, nice right hand from Marquez, though.
You'd like to see him move and not just stand right in front of Curley like that when he's throwing bumps at him, but he's taking the shots well so far.
He's rolling with them nicely too.
Yep.
Making sure none of them land clean, and so far he was able to stay on his feet after that trip attempt for Curley. Nice short shot from Curley though.
Nice job.
If Curley can get one of those shots in, right? I mean, Marquez has already proved he could take a shot, but you can only make so many of those shots. But Marquez,
and you can only
he's going to start looking to shoot straight, right? Those 1 to 2s as Curley's coming in.
He's a good knee from Curley in tight there. Landed to the solar plexus and looked like folded Marquez for a quick second. He definitely reacted. Right in front of us now. Curley with the double underhooks.
Hey, jack his chin up with your right hand. Jack his chin.
And yeah, Marquez definitely doesn't want to eat many of those shots, but if Curley doesn't put them away, he doesn't want to be delivering those shots with that kind of magnitude either. Maybe take some off. It's a 5-round fight.
I was going to say, too, right, a title fight, too. That requires a lot of energy. Requires a lot of energy to keep up that type of pace and keep throwing those big bombs round after round.
Curley in on the high crotch. Nice job turning, getting down, but Marquez is wily.
Yeah, so far surviving the bombs and escaping the wrestling, but
and already that shot was a little more labored, right? We saw that first minute how he was winging them.
Yeah.
That kick took a little bit more time, right?
Yeah, it's starting to slow down just a little bit as Curley late in this first round.
Any of those are still game over.
Right, he's still got devastating power.
Just seen right there on display.
It's like he's pitching a baseball.
Yeah. Through a bazooka. And Marquez able to withstand the
couple
power.
Big shots from Marquez at the end of the push. Curley sticks his tongue out.
Yeah,
all right. We got a fight, boys.
That we do, as we were saying. We're going into a corner here.
Hey, stop with the fucking come at me shit and let him work the shit. Hands up. He's gassed. Hey, he's getting gassed already. Okay? Work that body, work the inside, make you clinch. You were better there, and you were just working him. All we got to do is get him to 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Okay, stop trying to go there right now when you're ready. Okay, believe in yourself, keep your hands high. He's doing the same shit, he's starting to get slow, but he's still dangerous. Straights, okay? Get your head back in the game. Liam, all right? Remember that. Smart, relax. Believe in yourself, he is getting tired. The dog will jab. Give him another round of him trying to be goalie, that's fine. Then, force the clinch a little bit, all right? Put in the cage. All he can.
Now we know that Jay Curley's got that wrestling grind mentality, but certainly breathing heavier in between the rounds there as Marquez's corner was giving him sound advice of how dangerous Curley is, but how he's also slowing down. So shorten the starts, stay sharp, stay quick, concise, and they think that the cardio of Emilio Marquez is going to hold up as this fight goes on. Big power, though, still for Jay Curley.
Oh, big shots.
Oh, big right hand.
Nice shot by Marquez. Fires back.
Marquez pulls guard. Does he have a choke here?
He knew he had that momentum. He was able to roll to the top.
Yeah.
And he did effectively. Curley trying to swim underneath and get his butterflies active, and he just kind of rolls through, muscles in on a single attempt itself. But yeah, Marquez landed some effective punches in that last barrage on the feet to start this.
And to your point about Jayden Curley's wrestling pedigree, right? He's used to wrestling for hours and hours. He's not used to throwing big punches for hours and hours. That was a low shot.
Low blow, incidental, totally trying to go clean to the body there. We'll definitely see the replay there, but he's got a few minutes of which to recover, does Jay Curley. No malintention on that whatsoever. It's firefight.
Yeah, this is a suck spot to be in, but you just got to take your time, catch your eyes, let that feeling pass, and get up. If you're Curley, on your own timeline. The crowd's going to boo, the crowd's going to jeer. You got to take your time.
It's not a bad thing, you know, as long as it's not too damaging of a shot, for him to sit here and catch his breath a little bit.
Right.
We saw him breathing a little heavier than Marquez.
in between rounds. So if he can stay here, catch some breaths, that's when he's going to be most dangerous, right? When they start fighting again, you can expect him to throw some fast and powerful bombs because he's got that energy back to do so.
Yep.
How long that will last, we're not sure.
Right. But for now, there's about 5 minutes to recoup.
Also, 5 minutes for Marquez as well to freshen up and get some air in his lungs as well. Nobody likes a foul happening, but these things happen in MMA, so guys can make the most of the time off here early, certainly dealing with the worst end.
Marquez was looking at Curley. He kind of took like a deep breath, kind of like looking at him like, I don't know if he was telling him like, this is what you got to do to get back into it or what. Or if it was just purely for himself.
Right. It was hard to say. It's like he's just not taking his eyes off his opponent.
Yeah.
But it looked like he was almost giving him some advice, like, hey, take a couple deep breaths, man.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
That looks like the recovery is done, and we are back afoot. Miguel Severson through one round. Dangerous stuff thrown from both, but
I mean, don't blink. Great fight. Oh my God. Oh! Yeah, I think
both guys throwing hard as they can.
Yeah, Marquez.
Backhand from Marquez.
Ooh,
He's hurt. Curley's hurt.
Yeah,
he's
big
trying
right
to
hand.
fight up. He's taking big shots.
He's got to work his back. Oh, he's busting
split open.
Oh, this is chaos.
Oh, this is pure madness here.
Oh,
he's hurt. He's down. That's it. That's it. And the finish by Marquez.
Wow.
Still undefeated, new champion Emilio Marquez.
Wow.
And that was a weathering of the storm. He rope-a-doped him in that first round, didn't commit to too many strikes, but we all noticed it. His corner noticed it. He slowed down significantly after burning out in that first barrage. And the patience and the control of his counter strikes as Curley was wading in a little bit more labored. He was able to capitalize and put that killer instinct on to score himself an amateur belt and stay undefeated. Look at this. Curley, right hand, both land.
Man, the fearlessness and the chin of Marquez when these absolute bombs are coming at him is really, really impressive. He was going to stand there in the pocket and trade, say, I'm a block, I'm a roll. Like I said, no fear.
Watch this.
Crack Curley like that, and then to go in for the kill like this.
Oh, perfect. The glancing right hand, almost to the back of the head, but got him right above the ear and completely took away the equilibrium. Fantastic TKO.
Curley was on real wobbly legs at that point anyway. You know,
the third time he'd been hurt.
Yeah, it didn't need to be a big shot. It was just that one final shot that put him down.
It reminded me of the shot Conor McGregor put Dustin Poirier away with when they first encountered. Just that glancing shot right behind the head that you cannot see that punch coming. So it rattles you like that. Tremendous. That was outstanding.
Right, your equilibrium just goes when you get touched there.
Yeah, his legs weren't there anymore.
Huge win from the away guy, from Marquez here. The out-of-towner comes in and makes an absolute statement.
Yeah, you see great sportsmanship there. What a good conversation. Both these guys know how hard they work to be here, and it's good to see that mutual respect after like that, because it was an intense fight from the beginning.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that to close out the amateur portion of the card? Give it up for these two. That was an absolute war. Referee Tommy Santana has called a stop to this fight at 1 minute, 25 seconds of round number 2. Giving you your winner by TKO and new Cage Titans Amateur Welterweight Champion, still undefeated, Emilio the Menace Marquez.
First of all, I want to say thank you to God, all parents and friends.
I want to say hi to my son back home, Liam, my girlfriend. Happy birthday, baby. And all my family, all my friends watching, I appreciate you guys. I love it here. You know, everybody's nice except for everyone that was booing me, but hey, say my name now, you know. You guys know it. You can boo me more, but who has the strap? Hey, respect to Curley. He's a hard hitter, he hit me hard.
Yeah, and Curley is a very dangerous opponent for anyone. He came out here, he was throwing bombs, right? It seemed like you were able to stay very composed, eyes wide open, start to pick your shots. He seemed to be a little bit tired coming into the second round. Did you see that? Did you feel that?
Yeah, wait, that's what we planned for. You know, Curley, again, congrats. I mean, thank you for stepping in here, but we knew he's big, a lot bigger than me. I weighed 167. He's big, but that gets tired fast, you know? I was trying to get a 55er here. Nobody wanted to take it. He wanted me because I was smaller, but I got good cardio coming up from the mountains and stuff, and that's what benefited us in this fight. And we knew he would get tired after the second round. Thankfully, I could take him out in the second.
Right, so you weathered an early storm. You know, whether the fans are here to cheer you or boo you, we appreciate you coming up here, and we hope to see you again here at Cage Titans. Great performance tonight. Enjoy your victory.
Title challengers are in the wings as Dan Ninovy takes on Jay Curley for the vacant welterweight strap. And only Dan Ninovy is eligible because he made weight. Jay Curley coming in over a few pounds, not eligible to win the title. So if Ninovy wins, he is the champ. Curley wins, there is no champ.
Okay. Ninovy with the cord on his chest, never quit, never lose hope, no matter how hard you fall, you're never out of the fight. So
yeah,
we'll see if that plays into his game plan.
Yeah, Curley always brings a crowd, always brings the energy, the intensity.
Power, wrestling, Curley's got them both.
Yep. He's got a good amount of experience in title fights too. It seems like he's only ever in title fights. Taking the toughest fight possible around.
Yeah, he definitely likes a challenge. I think it's from competing at a high level in wrestling. If he's not challenged, he just doesn't feel like it's worth it.
Yep. Had a lot of success at Roger Williams University in the wrestling program there. He's been applying that to MMA. But on the flip side here, we've got Ninovy challenging him. From what I've heard about this guy is that he's a good boxer. He's got hands. He likes to string together combinations to find the finish that way. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out against Curley, where it's like, okay, if you're going to box and you're going to throw combos, you got to set your feet. That opens up wrestling opportunities for Curley.
And if you stand and trade with Curley, one of his punches could be lights out.
Yep, right. The threat of the right hand is always there.
He might not be as technical, but he brings power.
Yep. So it's going to be very interesting to see, you know, how Ninovy counters those threats here. He's going to have to stick and move and stay on the outside.
Intermission or no intermission?
There's going to be an intermission after this because we're going into the ring portion of the card. After this fight, our final amateur mixed martial arts fight of the night.
And he enters Jayden Curley. Like I said before, guys only ever in title fights. Always brings the excitement, brings this raw, explosive power. And you know, being in just title fights, you know, he's had to learn some lessons, but we're going to see just how much he's grown and how much he's learned from those lessons here tonight. So it'll be great to see, you know, just how he adapts and then works his game plan here tonight. You know, I've done a good amount of work with him training. The guy's ridiculously strong, great wrestling, and again, that threat of the right hand is always there when you're fighting Jay Curley. Any shot could be game over, and you've got to keep that in mind whenever you enter. You know, what we've seen in previous fights sometimes is, you know, him just sending it and looking for the finish from the opening bell, right? And it's paid out for him sometimes. But, you know, other times, if you don't get it and somebody can weather that storm, do you have anything left? So let's see, you know, if he does indeed make an adjustment to his
Our
game.
tail of the tape for this welterweight title fight at the amateur ranks, brought to you by Coop's Bar and Grill.
So, both men young. Ninovy very young at just 21. Curley 4 years older, 1 inch taller and 1 inch more in reach. Again, Curley did miss weight, and because of that, will not be eligible to hold the welterweight title at the end of this. At the end of the day, though, you know, that's on him. But you know, he's still in here to win the fight. At the end of the day, you know, it's still a fight.
Yeah, this is a guy who wants to go to the next level for sure. Yep. So a W is a W here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a brief intermission immediately following this fight. And now to let you know that the official Cage Titans Revolution Outcard will be taking place at the Lansdowne Club across the street from the building where we're all in right now. And now, this next fight brought to you by Second Wind Brewery. And this fight is for the vacant Amateur Cage Titans Welterweight Championship, scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, sporting an undefeated mixed martial arts record of 3 victories and no defeats. He stands 5 foot 11 inches tall, and he weighed in at 170 pounds at the championship limit. From Plainville, Massachusetts, he's representing Bernardo Boxing and Zicali MMA. Let's hear it for Dan, the Psycho Killer Ninovy. And now, introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, with an amateur mixed martial arts record of 3-2. He stands 6 feet tall, and he came in over the championship limit at 173 pounds. From Mansfield, Massachusetts, he's representing Morsali BJJ, as well as Hook and Roll. Let's hear it for Jay Curley. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this amateur title fight is Scott LaPointe.
Big title implications here. White trunks for Ninovy, navy trunks for Jay Curley.
Ninovy right away putting Curley on the back foot, applying some pressure.
Combos instantly, too.
Nice two kick. Yeah, into a
Oh,
shot.
he's looking to shoot. He wants to put Curley on his back.
Right. Yeah, that can be a way of countering a strong forward wrestler. Obviously, easier said than done. Right now, Curley is at risk of getting his back taken if he can switch his head out. Yep,
without
correct.
that wizard.
The wizard, yep. Yes, still doing that though. We need the wizard instead.
Yeah, he's looking for that like Kimura grip. No.
Dumps him with the headlock.
Top position with the arm trap for Curley, but Ninovy persistent with the single leg attempt. Oh, nice shot to the temple.
Curley turns him.
Yep. Taking over here the wrestling. Ooh,
that
was
one went
low.
low.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that was definitely low.
Now, a few minutes of which to recover for Ninovy. Dan Ninovy's father, Bill Ninovy. Many rounds with him back in the day at the Rivera Athletic Center.
No kidding. So he's been around for a while.
Yeah, his father used to train at George's, and I think he might have even been around as a kid.
Wow.
Hanging out in the gym.
I couldn't tell if the boos were for Ninovy taking the break or for Curley mooing him low.
Probably a mixture of both.
A little bit of both.
Out of this sold-out crowd here at MGM Fenway.
Yeah,
Nobody
people
likes
are
a long
just generally restless about that. You know, they just don't like it. They don't like the situation.
Yeah, nobody's fault. Accidents happen.
You can tell this crowd is...
Oh, well, now they're even.
I guess so. Totally accidental. Knee in the clinch, and then Ninovy with an inside leg kick that rides high.
Yeah, both clearly accidents.
Oh, definitely.
Like, Curley moved into that kick as Ninovy threw it.
Nobody trying anything malicious. It's just a part of it. Watch, he throws the inside leg kick as a quick shift to the hips, going for a target, and the target moved mid-throw. It just happens.
Rung the bell.
That's why we wear cups, because it's better to go ding-dong than squish.
Certainly.
Still not a fun feeling in the middle of a fight.
No. Not a fun feeling any time in life, honestly.
Yeah. It's awkward in a fight because there's that little piece of you that's like, oh, I could quit right now, maybe. And the rest of you is like, stop it.
Yep. No harm, no foul, though. They both persevere. Not shots aside.
Ooh,
oh, wow. Both guys landing right in the middle. Neither guy worried about the power coming back.
I would be.
Yeah, right? Even if he puts together some combos, though.
His hands are looking crisp, and he's bouncing nicely. A little mouse under the eye of Jay Curley. And Jay Curley, in his last fight against Emilio Marquez, chatting with him in the fighter meeting, he learned a lot in that fight about composure and not blowing the tank too early, and you can see a lot of those lessons already coming to fruition in this first round, where he's setting a pace, not really rushing in, going for the kill and committing to it too much, but a right hand lands from Curley there, and Ninovy just not even bothered by it in the slightest bit. Talk about a chin.
That one landed pretty good.
Yeah, Curley's just letting him go. He's not even really loading up.
Nice counter by Ninovy.
And Ninovy doing a good job of using feints and keeping Curley guessing and landing some good hands there as we go through a back and forth round number 1 out of a potential 5.
Yeah, interesting round, right? Ninovy tries to wrestle Curley. Then we get the bowl with the 2 low blows, and then some good exchanges on the feet here at the end.
Yeah, you can tell if either of these guys lands clean, it could be the end of the fight.
Curley not taking the stool.
The lovely Sky and Francesca getting us ready for round number 2 of this championship fight at the amateur ranks. And Jay Curley refusing the stool, making a statement here, proving his cardio has improved. Ooh, big head kick from Curley. Oh my goodness.
I kind of like that lead leg feint into the 1-2 by Curley, though.
Ooh, there's that right hand.
Right.
Nice
Jabs by Ninovy, though. Keeps him in range and keeps him safe.
Trying a funky jump kick there. In on a single is Curley.
Clean double leg by Curley. Ninovy looks very active though on his back.
Good pressure from Curley. There we go, landing some ground and pound.
Nice. Controlling the heels of Ninovy.
I think he could almost split out the back door, isn't it?
Almost did there. Almost rolled over, but now Curley in on a... Yeah, he's hunting for that crucifix, and boom, big hammer fist. And he's got some lunchbox hands, does Jay Curley. As a dance welterweight.
Man, I think Ninovy should just, relinquish the grip on the leg and just back out.
Nice hip control, a little trip there.
Curley just so comfortable in these positions, he's not going to make a mistake. He's just going to weigh on him and hit him.
Yep. Those knees to the thigh hurt. They can chip away and slow you. Not going to end the fight, but they ought to.
Trying with the trip, trying to mix things up. Is Curley.
Ninovy's got good base, though. Good base.
Yeah, not too much is happening here. Both guys kind of nullifying each other's plans. Nice little chip away knees there from Curley. But Ninovy not really giving him much to advance with.
Oh, Kimura,
and there he goes. Yeah,
Kimura's got to watch that. Oh, he switches and okay, nice.
Yeah, Curley wise to it. The little Sakuraba defense there.
Curley works with a lot of good jiu-jitsu guys over at Marcel's. It's going to be tough to catch him.
Yeah, look at the mouse on the side of his head.
Wow, this is the revolution of hematomas here tonight. Seen a couple of them like that. Now one on the left side of the temple for Jay Curley.
It's been a sign of good luck, though, so far. Jatora got one where she got the finish.
Yeah, different story in round 2. Curley taking advantage of the grappling situations this time, keeping Ninovy pinned up against the fence, and landed some good shots on the ground. Nothing too clean. Ninovy did a great job defensively on the ground, but a lot of those knees to the thigh. Ninovy has done a great job of moving around thus far, so we'll see if some of those kind of chipped away at his movement.
Yeah, both at the top of the heap of this division, stalemating each other's consistency of attack. A ton of experience on display between both of these competitors.
Shot by Jake, puts him on his back, well timed.
That wrestling, just so dominant.
Yeah, once he got his hips and stuff, you can almost kind of see the moment where Ninovy was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to scramble out of this.
Yeah,
but he's adjusting now.
Futile at that point.
Scrambles out and he's back up to his feet.
Very nice.
Not so much resistance on that one.
Yeah, that was certainly a change in body language there. But Ninovy popping back up after that. But a big throw from Curley. Looking ahead on the card in this third round so far. But Ninovy with the jabs to the body, backing Curley up.
Shot by Curley.
Great timing.
Yep.
As soon as Ninovy committed there, right on the double leg.
There's certainly a much more mature pace from Jay Curley in this fight.
Yeah.
Nice reversal from Ninovy, who gets the sweep and stands up to his feet.
Elbow. That might have hit the foot.
Yeah, definitely. He's walking a little gingerly in the back step there.
Yep.
Good eye there, Jack.
I've done it too, so I know.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all took a stinger on the top of the foot.
Heck yeah. No pain like toe pain, they say.
Oh, God.
You just got to pretend it didn't happen.
Exactly.
You'll feel it in between rounds, though.
Feel it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
It looks to me like Curley's maybe slowing down a touch.
Yeah, both guys are.
And then he's looking pretty like he's advancing well still.
Nice.
Can he stop this takedown, though? That's going to be a big question.
Yeah, especially even after Curley cut the angle there. Ninovy able to stay his feet after getting taken down a couple times this round. And yeah, maybe that kick to the foot had something to do with it. Slowed down, we're moving a little gingery. Or kick to the elbow, I should say. But,
Yeah.
you know, top of the foot catches an elbow.
I mean, sometimes, too, if the pain's that bad, it's just a lot like on your nervous system. Like it's just generally taxing to you, and like it eats up a lot of space in your mind and takes energy that way, even though it's not necessarily like a cardio thing.
Yeah, like that extra stress overloads the system a bit. We'll see. This next round is going to be telling.
Yeah, 3 down, 2 to go.
That's 3 rounds down already. Wow, I thought that was 2. It's been a long night. It's been a long weekend. Time's starting to stand still, but move onward we do in this title fight, and it's been highly competitive between these two well-matched opponents. Yeah, after 3 rounds, now Jay Curley's taking the stool.
Yep.
Yeah, he's looking down a lot too.
Yeah. Curley had a lot of success in the grappling, but not as much success with the hands that round.
Yeah, Ninovy dug deep in the tank and got momentum in his favor after that third stanza there. Got taken down a couple of times, but was able to stop the later attempts and stay atop and in control. So we'll see. And they're all pretty close rounds as far as I'm concerned. Both guys having their moments, and I have no idea how the judges are scoring it as we speak.
Championship rounds right here.
I'm pretty sure unfamiliar territory for Jay Curley, who's been in these championship fights a few times, but this is, I think, the longest fight of his career as an amateur thus far. Yeah, he penetrated there and stopped that takedown attempt short. Ninovy.
Curley still on it though, still got the high crotch. But Ninovy's so far defending a lot better at the start of this round.
Ooh, and on the guillotine? Nope. Abandons.
Smart.
Yeah, no, Ninovy's gas tank is holding up right now, where he's able to shut off these takedown attempts.
And then some space too there now.
Kick to the body, stuffing it with the frame, knee to the body. Yeah, Jay reacted to that body shot. He saw his hands drop. He definitely didn't like that.
Yeah. And he's taking shots from a little bit further out, and he's got to set him up now, too.
Curley goes high guard a lot, leaving his body a little bit open. And I wonder if Ninovy's now picking up on this, or he may have already done that.
And now he's in on a takedown attempt of his own.
I don't know if I would advise him to shoot.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably going to be more taxing energy-wise for Ninovy, and he's having success striking.
Okay, here's corner imploring him to separate and keep striking, because you're giving Jay an opportunity to enter back into his own world with the wrestling advantage.
And he has turned him up against the fence now.
Yeah, collegiate wrestling background, placating in the favor of Jay Curley during these exchanges, right when Ninovy was starting to get the edge of the striking battle and land some good body shots at distance. Back and forth we go through 4 rounds here. Nice knee to the body from Ninovy. With his back against the fence.
You can just tell Jay Curley doesn't lose a lot of energy here. You know, this is like where he's most comfortable.
He might be collecting a second wind here at this point as well. Competitive fight.
Yeah, round 4.
Longest of his career.
But if you're Curley, you want to land some devastating here, yep. Need a little more volume.
Like that. Big punches coming the way. But Ninovy eats it and follows back with an even better barrage. Just as Jay Curley kind of stood his ground and fired some bombs, Ninovy turning the tables here.
This is not good.
No, Jay Curley backing up and looking wobbled, weathered, little tired.
10 seconds.
And in survival mode now from Dan Ninovy, who looks like the psycho killer moniker that he so wears.
Landed. Not a lot on it.
Labored but smooth.
Yeah, right.
It was like, not a lot on it. It wasn't the fastest, but it did look smooth and it almost connected. It was like a get away from me spinning back kick.
Yeah. Momentum has shifted here.
Yeah, heavily in Ninovy's favor, based off of just the stronger gas tank, you know, the muscle density of Jay Curley. Shake his hand. Like, how does that kid make 170? He's so thick. So that's a lot of muscle density that is carrying a lot of oxygen in there. It's been a war of attrition. But he's got that wrestling tenacity, so don't think that there's any quitting him whatsoever as our blonde ring girls, Ashlyn and Lauren, get us ready for the 5th and final round of this title fight. Ninovy, you know, keeping a nice, calm, collected pace, staying in there, not getting overzealous, and just pecking away at the bigger, stronger, more experienced fighter in a very competitive fight. It could come down to these last 3 minutes. I have no idea how the rest of the fight was scored. The only definitive round, in my opinion, was the last round for Ninovy. They're chirping to each other. They want an entertaining 3rd and final round here at this sold-out MGM Music Hall at Fenway. Hard for both men not to acknowledge the well-earned respect from each other.
Body language is not good.
Yeah, he's backing up and trying to cut that angle and shoot in, and there it is. And that is exactly how you got to dig deep in this scenario. Go to the well of your skill set
and just get it done.
That is the mission at hand for Jay Curley and Dan Ninovy.
Nice trip.
Yeah, it was solid. Ninovy did a solid job trying to pop back up, but Curley establishing control here, riding time, big ground and pound, and getting momentum back in his favor in this 5th and final round in a razor-thin fight with no real definitive rounds other than that last one, in my opinion.
Right. Like the volume's got to stay high with that ground and pound. Once the position's there. And the hands are so heavy, it does feel like there could be a finish from that spot if you can drag it back down. But Ninovy's doing a good job balance-wise. Good hits that time. And Curley right onto the back take, good transition.
Yeah, Ninovy's done well at getting out of these positions. He's just enough time to do some work here with a minute 30 left.
Oh, and the big combinations adding up for Dan Ninovy, who stuffs the single leg attempts.
Sprawls out hard. Great work, Ninovy.
Oh, second win on that takedown attempt from Jay Curley, and he scores it. Much needed if he wants a hope in this. I have no idea how they're scoring this fight.
Me neither. This is going to be very close. Curley, though, is making a great case for it right now.
You could probably keep this held for the last 40, but you want to see him go for it, and the referee's warning them. You don't know. I mean, with the power that Curley's got, he could maybe get a finish from a spot like this.
He's really got to go for it. That is Scott LaPointe in there. I don't know if he's going to make a premature stoppage, as we saw earlier tonight. It is a title fight.
Ninovy also doesn't want to have this be the last visual for the judges.
No, sir.
No, not whatsoever, but I mean, it's a competitive round, and it's about to be in their hands anyway. They've been back and forth through 5 rounds. I think that this round is certainly Curley's. Last round was certainly Ninovy's. And the first 3 are subjective based off the control, the momentum shifts in the grappling, and the fact that both guys will land in hand. So 5 3-minute rounds in the books. Only Dan Ninovy eligible for the title. If Jay Curley wins, he is not the champion. Ninovy gets the decision. He is the champion. Class act. Coach Mike Kelly helping both fighters up. Tyler Pimentel in there, acknowledging both fighters. Mike Brumberg, Pete Luciani in the corner, Jake Curley.
Yeah, both guys exhausted, just mutually, you know, sitting and resting for a moment afterwards.
Yeah, that was
somebody pops up, likes to give the visual like, hey, I won. But, you know, hard pace, a lot of wrestling. That'll drain you over the span of 15 minutes, no doubt. A lot of up and down, up and down. That's what really exhausts you.
Yeah, clinch break, takedown. It's just so exhausting.
Oh, never mind the low blows, which you take away from your cardio too. Don't forget about that. Here we go to Andy for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that for the last amateur mixed martial arts fight in the evening? After 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. With scores of 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46, we have your winner by unanimous decision, Jay Curley!
Great fight. In the end, Curley's wrestling got him the win. You know, consistently securing takedowns, putting Ninovy on his back, and landed some damage while he was on top. Great back and forth war. You know, unfortunately, obviously, since he didn't make weight, he isn't the champ. But great experience and a great fight to have under his belt still.
Yeah, he looks great. Lots of improvement you could tell in his cardio and the way that he manages his energy. Definitely still dangerous with that right hand too, even though he did knock him out.